Okay, now that you have the latest version of Blender installed, what you want to do is pretty much get your characters. So you're gonna head here to a website called Mechabricks, and you'll have to make an account. And this is where you can create your Lego characters in the workshop. There's way too many things to go over this. You can make some very complicated characters. So you can make your characters like this. Or what you can do if you don't want to make your own characters, you can go to the library and you can search for a character. So if I want this character right here, then I will want to download it. So I will click on the character, go to the editor, and then I leave everything how it is. I mean, you can customize it if you want, but I'll leave it and then go to File and I'll export. And the important thing is to export this Blender add-on, ZMBX, and hit export. This downloads a file to your computer, which you will then open in Blender. But to open that file in Blender, what you have to do is install an add-on. So in Themes, I'm actually providing you two different add-ons. The first add-on, which you can technically find right here in their shop, it's this one, Blender Lite. This one will let you open those file types, those ZMBXs. And the second add-on is called Epic Fig Rig, which you can find on GitHub, or if you just Google it, and then you can download the zip. Now to install this add-on, you have to go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, drop-down menu, Install from Disk, navigate to the folder where you downloaded it to, and install both of the add-ons. Now you can close this, and I'm just going to delete everything in my scene, go to File, Import, and now I should see this Mechabricks. If you don't see this, that means that the add-on you installed, you either didn't install it or you installed it incorrectly. And so now you can load the file that you downloaded. So now that we have our character here, we need to do one little setup, and that is here. You have this empty. We need to pretty much select everything that's a part of that empty, so the character, and we have to unlink it or unparent it from the empty. So with all of those selected, except for the empty, we will hit Alt-P and then clear parent. So now they should be on the same level. Then you can delete the empty. And now you can select everything. So click on the first part and then shift select everything else. Make sure one of them is yellow, the rest are in orange. Hit the letter N for properties. Look for Epic Fig Rig, and then you can hit this button. And now your character is rigged and ready to animate. I'm going to quickly save this just in case I crash. And now it's ready to animate. So you have to select the rig, which is this part down here, and then go to pose mode by hitting Control Tab or pose mode up here. And you can see that you can move and animate your character. You can go to the animation tab so it's a little bit more clear. Now you'll notice when I take the root control here, not everything moves with my character, which means that the add-on wasn't designed to pretty much take everything. And even actually this hand, because the person that made this character didn't have them in the default position, this hand is kind of off. So when you make your characters, make sure the hands are in the default position like this one. But this is okay for now. I will still use it because it still kind of works, and I can just ignore that it's a little misplaced there. So to attach the cape here and the backpack, I essentially have to join these objects. So I'm going to select the shoulders here, shift select the chest piece. So the chest piece is selected last, and I hit Control J. Now with the rig selected, you will see that everything behaves how you want it to behave there. Same thing with the backpack holder thing there. And then this piece, I'm guessing is still part of the top. I actually don't know if I want to connect it to the top, because I can bend my character forward, but if I move my character bend them backwards, then this piece will go through the pants. So I will undo that, and I'll connect that to the pants. But it is up to you for how you want to animate that. And also actually connect the sword to the chest. But this other one, I will not connect to the chest. What I will do is I want to snap it to the hand. And the way that you snap it to the hand is quite easy. In object mode, if you hit the letter N and go to Epic Fig Rig, then here you get this accessory snapping. So with the sword selected and then shift selecting the rig, so it's orange and yellow, I can hit that I want to snap it to the right hand. So now this snaps it. The problem is it snaps it to where it expects or where it thinks the arm is. It thinks the arm is right here. So in my case, I will actually snap it to the left hand. So sword, rig, left hand, because I know the left hand is fine. And now I can just rotate it. If you hit R to rotate and double tap Y, that will rotate it. And then G double tap Y will also just move it up and down. Okay, but now if I move the arm, the sword does not move along with it. I don't know where the setting honestly is for this here, but with the sword selected, you can just go to the constraints here and then change the influence to 1, but make sure you keyframe it so that it's yellow. So you hit the letter I while hover your mouse over it. And if I look at my keyframes here, on frame 0, it actually made one where the influence is 0. I don't want that. I just want it to always be 1. So I just delete the keyframe. And now back into the pose mode of the rig. If I move the character, or if I want to animate the character, okay, so now the sword kind of follows. Okay, and then in the next video, I'll show you how to make this animation where the character moves.